So today we're going to see about the new concept external reconstruction. External reconstruction, before we see, we'll know about what is the internal reconstruction. Internal reconstruction means internal reorganize the financial structure of the company. It means inside the company itself they will restructure the finance like equity share, preference share, debentures, and they will run the business. But in external, that is a existing company, they will restructurize and they will do a business. But external is a kind of a existing company liquidate and a new company it will formulate with the same shareholders take over the business. Okay, they will just reconstruct, but here they will the existing company will liquidate and they will convert it into a new company. This is the concept. Related to this we will do two sums. So the first sums we're going to see about the external reconstruction is a question number 1. They have given a balance sheet of a Gammas Limited. So in the balance sheet they have mentioned a liability and asset. In the content after the balance sheet they have given Beta company was a takeover the business of a Garment Limited. So now we have understand the Beta Limited was takeovering the Gamma Limited, the existing company. Nominal capital of 1 lakh dividend into so the dividend was segregated into a two part, 50,000 of a preference share and a 500 of a preference share and the 500 of a equity share. That means the 1000 I've divided into 2, 500. So preference and equity. So here debentures holder of a Gamma Limited accepted 350 of the preference. So they have given a separate dividend debentures, but in two. When they are accepting, they have taken from the preference share of a 350 as a debentures holder. Next one, the shareholders of a Gamma Limited received one equity share of a Beta as a 2 shares. That means thousands have divided into 2. So I've told you, the 1000 I've divided into 500 as a preference, 500 as a equity. That's why they are mentioning. Next one, the cost of the liquidation by the Beta. When they are taking up, the cost of a liquidation was rupees 600. Now, the balance preference share offer issued taken by the public. So the existing shareholders have not taken, they have given to the public. That was they have mentioned it. Here in the sum we have to put the journal entry and the ledger. So now we are moving to the answer. So here, so equity share. So it's a share they have given as 1000 into 100. But they have divided into 2. So that why I mentioned it as a half. So or else you can do it 500 of equity share into 100. Then also you will get it as a 500, 50,000. That 50,000 is called as a total purchase consideration. It is clear. Again I am repeating. In question they are given as a 1000 rupees as a share. But in that 1000 they have divided into 2. So divided into 2 means so 1000 into 100 into 1 by 2. You can do this method or else equity as a 500 into 100, that is a 50,000. That is a paid off by the equity share. So that is called as a purchase consideration. Next step, we are moving to the calculate. Why we are calculating the general reserve and goodwill. In the question they have mentioned the cost of liquidation. For that case we are taking it. Land, machinery, furniture, stock, debenture, cash. It's given by the balance sheet. So land, the value will be 65,000, machinery 22,000, furniture 3,000, stock 25,000, debentures 15,000, cash 4,000. If you add all the value, you will get 1,34,000. Similar, we are moving to the liability. Creditor 60,000. Here we are taking a debentures So in textbook you can ask, ma'am, they are given as a 40,000, but why you have taken as a 35? So in a adjustment they have told debenture holders of a Gamma Limited accepted 350 of the preferential. So 350 into 100, 35,000. Business purchased is a 500 into 100, 50,000. If you add this 3 value, you will get it as a 91,000. So from 1,34,000 minus 91,000, you will get it as a 43,000. That is a capital reserve. From the capital reserve, we want to minus a liquid expense 600. You will find out the balancing figure 42,400. That is a cash we will showcase in our balance sheet. Next, we are moving to the journal entry of the Beta Limited in nature of the purchase. They have purchased it, so we are mentioning as a in nature of a purchase. The first one, business purchase account debtor to liquidation of a Gamma Limited, 50,000, 50,000. How we got it? 500 into 100 or else 1000 into 100 divided by half. Next of a journal entry is for the asset and liability. We are already have taken in a working note. That's similar we're going to be do it here. So land 65,000, machinery 22,000, furniture 3,000, stock 25,000, debentures 15,000. So all the item we have taken it from the balance sheet and the working note. Cash 4,000, creditor 6,000, debentures 35,000, purchase consideration 50,000, and balancing figure of asset and liability we found it out the capital reserve 43,000. Next, which amount we have the payment? Liquidation of a Gamma Limited 50,000 and share capital 50,000. Next, in this question they have given a liquidated expenditure. So where we will mention capital reserve. Capital reserve account debtor to bank account 600, 600. Last one, the settlement of the debentures is mentioned in a working note. So debentures of the Gamma Limited to the debentures account 35,000, 35,000. Again I am repeating, 350 into 100 the value will get. Next we are moving to the liquidation. Next we are moving to the realization account. Again I am repeating, realization account is a asset will go on to the debit side and liability will go on to the credit side. Okay, so on debit side we're going to mention our asset values. So land 65,000, machinery 22,000, furniture 3,000, stock 25,000, debentures debtors 15,000, cash 4,000. If we add everything, you will get it as a 1,34,000. Now we are moving to the creditor side. Here we will take whatever mentioned in our balance sheet. For that reason, we are taking as a 8% debenture 40,000. When it's moving only, we will take as a 350 into 100. But as the old one, already they have given is a 40,000. Okay, next one, creditor 6,000, purchase consideration 50,000. Again I am saying, if we in realization account, we are getting a different, that is a balancing figure on a debit side, that is a profit. If we are getting on a credit side, that is a loss. So here we have a differentiate in our credit side only, so we are getting as a loss. Next we are moving to the equity shareholder. So the first step, if credit side we are getting as a loss, that will convert it into equity share account, that is in a debit side. Realization account 38,000 and share of the Beta Limited 50,000. Profit and loss is given in a balance sheet 12,000. This three only we have to mention it. Next we are moving to the creditor side. Equity share capital, so in textbook they are given 1,000 into 100, that is a 1 lakh. And by the capital reserve, how we will find it out? 43,000 minus 600, that is a balancing amount of a cash 42,400. Now if we add the both the value 1,42,400, but here we have a differentiate amount is the same 42,400, that we will mention it as a cash. Now it is clear, my dear. We will move on to the next psalm in our next video.